We sincerely apologize for rejecting your request, but we don't have room for your wheelchair as we need to accommodate as many students as possible in this class. It may be just a scene for you, but for others it is their reality. That was just one incident from the incidents where children with disabilities live. Lebanon passed Law 220 in 2000 to protect the rights of people with disabilities. Yet, more than 20 years later, implementation remains weak. The economic crisis, COVID 19, and the 2020 Beirut explosion have only worsened the situation. According to UNICEF, over 80% of children with disabilities in Lebanon are excluded from formal education, must receive little or no access to healthcare, therapy, or support. Today, I will raise my voice to focus on this inequality and how we can address it by fulfilling the promise of SDG 10. Reduce inequalities through inclusive education and healthcare. Let us begin by examining the roots of this ongoing exclusion. To start, the barriers are deeply rooted in social stigma. Many families hide their children or avoid enrolling them in school out of fear, shame, or bullying. Imagine being treated like a burden just for needing extra support. Another major obstacle is the lack of inclusive infrastructure and trained professionals. Most public schools don't have ramps, accessible bathrooms, or special educators. The MHE, UNICEF, pilot program has only reached 3,000 students, a fraction of the need. Equally important is the issue of systemic underfunding, which keeps services fragmented and inaccessible. Lebanon has no national disability registry and does not allocate a dedicated budget to disability inclusion. These challenges are compounded by weak enforcement of policies. Law 220 exists but lacks implementation. There is no monitoring body or penalties for non-compliance. International donors support short-term initiatives, but the absence of national investment and public pressure allows exclusion to continue. According to the UN Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, Lebanon has failed to operationalize its disability law and integrate them into national strategies. The World Food Programme further highlights that disability services in Lebanon remain underfunded and fragmented with little state ownership of long-term solutions. The impact is devastating. In the short term, children with disabilities drop out of school, miss therapies, and face isolation. In the long term, they are more likely to remain unemployed, dependent, and marginalized. Children with disabilities experience emotional distress, low self esteem, and a sense of exclusion. Their families carry immense financial and psychological burdens. Society loses the talent, creativity, and productivity of thousands of potential contributors. If this continues, Lebanon will fall further from achieving SDG 10 and fulfilling its commitment to disability rights. But we are not without options. The solutions are within reach. One urgent step is to create a national disability registry to track needs, services, and progress. Another key action is launching a powerful awareness campaign using tools such as schools, media, and influencers to combat stigma. It's also essential that the government invest in inclusive education as a permanent policy, not a donor funded experiment. From this research, it is clear exclusion is not caused by disability, it is caused by systems that choose not to include. Lebanon has the law and the knowledge. What it lacks is action. The proposed solutions, awareness, infrastructure, training, are realistic and effective. By implementing them, Lebanon can truly move toward achieving SDG 10 and creating an inclusive society. So, I leave you with this. Every child deserves a seat at the table, not at the edges, but at the center. Let's stop treating inclusion like charity and start treating it like the justice it truly is. A ramp is not just concrete, it is a message. A classroom with a trained teacher is not just a room, it is a gateway to dignity. Ignoring these children is like looking away stars and then complaining that the sky is dark. So I ask you, will we remain bystanders in silence? Or will we become builders of bridges? Be the person who speaks when it's easier to be quiet. Be the hand that lifts when others look away. Be the difference. Speak to your schools. Write to your ministers. Share the message. Because a country that leaves its most vulnerable behind is not failing the policies, it is failing the humanity. Let us rise so all children can rise with us.